Hey there, superstars. This is take 2 because for whatever reason, my sound wasn't working. So as you jump on, can you let me know that my sound is working? Because I was off talking for about 5 minutes before I knew what was going on. Sam's in the house. Sam, can you hear me talking? Let me know. Oh my gosh. Tanya, you're in the house. Can you hear me? And Aaron, oh my gosh, I can't see you guys telling me. She's back. Yes, I'm back, Aaron. I'm so grateful that you guys are back with me. Can you hear me? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me so I can keep going. All right, I'm just going to take it as you can because you're not telling me that you still can't hear me. All right, so today's message. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Thank you. All right, I can talk without feeling like I'm talking to a brick wall. Okay, let me jump into it. Today's message is a really powerful one. It is all about the power of your environment for making shifts and changes that are going to empower you in your life and breaking free of past patterns. So, really what today's message, why I've titled it, the fact that your the environment that you created your problems in will not be the environment in which you break free of them, is because I have been having a really powerful conversation last night with an amazing friend of mine, and I really wanted to share this particular message because it is something that is so key. Whenever we are absolutely trapped in, repeated patterns, particularly if they've been going on for years and we seem to have the same old problems and we don't seem to feel like we can break free of them, and we just get caught in this cycle of ups and downs, and it's like it gets really painful, and then we start planning our strategies, and then it gets kind of comfortable enough, and then we kind of roll around in this whole big bloody cycle, that keeps us actually just spinning around in the same spot. My advice to this special person in my life yesterday was to say, you need a shift in environment. And when I talk about environment, it may very well be logistically, you might want to shift out of your physical environment. It might be an environment that you've created with another person in your life. Whenever you're with a certain person or group, you are creating a kind of environment with one another. Or it may very well be the environment of your internal world. That kind of self-talk, that language, those language patterns, those labels that you put upon yourself. There's those different areas of environment that you are creating problems in. And the very environment in which you created the particular problem that you're trying to break free of is not going to be the environment in which you need to actually focus and make a shift to. And it is the very reason why I am always going to physical events around the world, even in my home city here. And the reason why I really believe in getting to physical events and making a shift and change there is because, you transform how your mind thinks. So in the environments where it's comfortable and it's in the known, it just kind of registers with the same old thinking. The same old triggers are there. The same reactions and responses are going on there. And that is what keeps us in those old patterns and cycles that we want to be breaking free of. And every single time that I've made a huge transformation in my life, it has actually been at an event. And just recently, as you guys have been following me over the last few days, I've made some pretty radical changes and shifts and, oh my gosh, amazing breakthroughs in changing my internal world, tapping into my subconscious through some meditative processes that I've never before had this kind of experience with. But ultimately, even the experience that I've had with these meditations, 2 really profound ones over the last 6 days of this meditative process, and every other one was great, but these 2 amazingly profound ones, I have once before experienced that level of full immersion and kind of, forgetting that I'm a body, I'm in a space and time, and actually having a connection to something much greater than just myself or, whatever it is. And I actually did that at a Tony Robbins event where we do like a oneness meditation. And I actually, to this day, have no idea how long I was in that meditative process for. It might have been 20 minutes, it might have been an hour, it might have been 3 hours. I absolutely don't know, but I had a profound experience going through that meditation, and that was a shift in environment in my internal world, in a shift in the environment in my external world. You know, I was in a different country, I was in a different, with a different group of people I don't know, you know, fully immersing myself in a completely different experience than my everyday life. And every time I've done that, I've had a profound experience and breakthrough. And I couldn't have had that level of breakthrough had I sat in the comfort of my office, you know, where I am right now, and I'm just sitting there and I'm reading a book and I'm in my comfortable, you know, known place. I couldn't have had the level of breakthrough by doing that. And it is exactly why I'm always saying you need to get into places like trying different things, shifting out of what the known is, so that you can give your brain an opportunity to think differently, to register things differently, to expand it, rather than stay, like I'm always saying, like every day, you know, like that car on the dirt tracks, just going in the same old patterns. You know, that is only going to get you the same old results that you and I both know are not fulfilling. And so if you want to create something more fulfilling, something that you've never before experienced, then you have to do something that you've never before done. And a great way to do that is to have a radical shift in your environment, either physically, go somewhere different, full immersion. If you've got the ability, I would say for a period of time, you know, like if you're going to an event, you know, make sure that it's like you're going to an event that's like nearly a week long or something, so that you have time to fully immerse, fully make the shifts and changes, so that you can do that. If you're going to go travel, go somewhere you've never been before. Better yet, go somewhere where they speak a different language, where you have to totally radicalize the way that you live your everyday life. You're in a totally different location. You have to speak a different language. You have to navigate a different area. You have to, you know, immerse yourself in a different culture and foods and cuisines, and test your brain. Because when you test your brain and you challenge it, you allow it to create new neural pathways, which means you will allow it to find new creative solutions, which means that you'll be able to access new expanded results. And if that's what you want in your life, if you're sick of the same old problems, if you're sick of the pathway that you're on and you can see where it's going because you've been on it for so long, if you really want to make some changes so that you can have true freedom, so that you can have true fulfillment, so that you can really experience life as you know you can, and stop holding back and playing life so small and limited and kind of just settling for the known and for the mediocre, and you want to actually trust yourself and back yourself to experience something more extraordinary, so that you can get to the end of your life and you can be completely free from regrets, and you can be completely fulfilled by all the experiences, all the love you got to share, you know, all those you know, memories, and you know, all of that great stuff that we're really here for. You know, if you want to get to the end of your life and be free from regrets and full of experience, then you have to make radical shifts in your environment, in the physical, in the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and in your own internal world. I really hope that this is of value to you second time round, because there was no sound for whatever reason. I think it's I've had this little microphone that I like put in my top of my iPad, and maybe it's busted, so it's supposed to make things better, but I think it just made it worse by taking away the sound. But I definitely want to check in with you guys, so let me know. Have you got any questions? Have you got any comments? Have you got any feedback, words of wisdom that you want to share with the community today? I would absolutely love to hear from you. Feeling pumped and I'm feeling energized. So I want to jump in there with you guys, and I've got Sam in the house, and Tanya and Aaron. Thank you so much, guys, for coming back after the no sound issue. And Amanda's here, and thank you so much, Sam. I always appreciate your compliments. And beautiful Judy's in the house, and Mohammed and Moises, and yes, thank you, Natalie, for letting me know that the sound was on as well. Oh my gosh. And Ramon is here, and Moises, hello to you. And yes, you guys are all my team. I love you guys. You guys were calling me and letting me know the sound was off. I so appreciate each and every one of you guys. And great to see you, Victoria. And Elaine, I think that's how I say your name. I love having you here. And awesome. And Elias is here as well. And William and Steve, thank you guys for letting me know. I think there's a delay in the time when I speak and when you hear it and when you can comment back. So I appreciate you guys a lot. And Ty is here, and Frank and Eduardo and Dr. Jeremy. Jeremiah might be a better way of pronouncing your name. And Sam, yes, change in the environment is crucial for shift and transformation. And it is exactly why, my goal and a huge part of my mission and vision is to be able to create live experiences for you guys, because that is the area in my life where I've had the most radical shifts and changes. And it is absolutely my dream to be able to recreate and expand upon what I've gotten to experience at certain events, and to recreate that for you guys so that we can all connect in the physical and definitely help you to your breakthroughs through a radical shift in your environment, so that you can come back and be the master of your normal environment. So just thought I'd share. And Misty, I'm working on this now. It's tough when everyone around you doesn't get your journey. They stay stuck in the same old rut. Absolutely, Misty. I hear you 110,000 probably %. Absolutely. And that I think for everybody in their personal development or embarking on some shift and transformation and change that other people just don't get, you kind of have to get to that place where you become the leader in the energy, and you have to have a willingness to stand alone so that you can ultimately stand tall and be a leader, and hopefully sometime down the track you inspire those who just didn't understand to come on that journey with you, because you're proving the concept that they couldn't get their minds around to begin with. Or you just attract people who are absolutely on the same page as you, and be willing to let other people who just don't want to go, they're just not in sync, they're not in alignment. It doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make that relationship a failure. It just means that you have the courage to move in the direction of what serves you, and be grateful for everything that person who might not be coming on the rest of the leg of the journey with you has up until that point brought to your life. So love that, Misty. And it's just I look at it as an opportunity for you to become a leader to a higher degree. So love that, Misty. You're on the leadership journey. And Ellen, hi, how are you? I'm really good. I suffer with depression. I'm feeling for you, Ellen. I've been there myself. I definitely like to talk into depression, or at least the depression that I have been through in my past, as situational depression. I won't go fully down that path in that story, but if you're interested, let me know, and I'll be happy to link you up to talking into situational depression, which I find absolutely really empowering. Ultimately, when I talk about depression, I put it down to this, because I'm all about the empowerment of you, not victimizing you, but empowering you. And the first step to breaking through from anything is self-awareness and understanding why we feel the way that we feel. When we're confused and we have no idea, we have nothing to go, we don't know where we are on the map, so we can't really get to where we want to get to, even if we can identify that, and we just stay stuck and limited and in a state of hopelessness. So what I like to say about depression is that depression comes from not seeing a compelling future for yourself, or your current reality is not matching the blueprint or the model that you wish to have in your life. So most of us don't see a compelling future, so the best way out of depression is to start creating something, to start dreaming bigger than we are, and stop playing so small and limited and feeling like we can't get there. But I would really encourage you, Ellen, to have some shifts in your environment if you are in a state of depression. You know, a great one is to be of value to others, to go and support others, light other people up, will light you up, but make a shift in your, potentially your physical environment, your friendship circles, or also your internal environment. I really highly, and I've done it like 10 million times this week, but highly, highly, highly recommend this book. Oh, it's back the front. I always forget that. You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It will empower you. There are meditations that you will get into at the end of this process. And I have struggled with different meditations and felt like they were kind of surface level. Boom, first time I did this meditation because I understood the value of it from reading the book. It blew my mind, and it's continuing to do so. So I highly recommend and encourage you to jump into that book. Get it downloaded on Audible and listen to it if you prefer that. And also make some shifts in your environment. It is exactly why I run the courses that I do, and I've got the master classes going on so that you can get into a community of like-minded people. The master classes is like, you know, it's so accessible to any single human being walking the face of the planet. I've got people in that community who don't have jobs, who don't have homes, and they've managed to invest the tiny little amount to be able to get into that environment because they know the power of it and they know the value of it. So I would encourage you to join me in there. The link is up above so you can check out more about what the masterclasses are all about. But I've got a next monthly masterclass coming up, and that will be in just over a week's time. So I can't wait to share that with you, and you get access to an amazing, beautiful community. And it's why I've got the 8-week empowerment program also coming up, where we spend a lot of time together, where throughout the week we catch up 3 times each week. I give you a live training, we catch up in that community. I give you a 2-hour group coaching program each week, training each week. Where I get live and I get to meet you and connect with you and coach you personally in that group format. And also we have a community catch-up where we get to connect with one another. And I've run this program before, and everybody in that community absolutely blows my mind. I love to call them my absolute friends, my team, and they've created what I see as lifelong friendships with one another. And it's such a good way to create a great environment with the people that you're surrounding yourself with. That's why I do it, to create that level of community so that you guys can have up-level your standards in the people that you surround yourself with. Because as Jim Rohn says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So you better make them count. And I certainly feel like all you guys in my community, absolutely, anybody would be completely blessed to cross paths with each and every one of you superstars. So hope that was helpful, Alan. And Sam, I feel shift and transformation in your energy and transmission since you started deep meditation. Thank you, Sam. Oh my gosh. I feel amazing. I feel lighter. I feel taller. I feel more expanded. I feel energized. And that is the power, not only of getting in, I think, to this meditation process, but making the right decisions for you, making authentic decisions, making the toughest, most courageous decisions. And that's also what, in conjunction with getting into this book and meditations, I've had to do recently in my life. As you guys know, with setting one in particular relationship free. Such a good move to align with your authenticity and have courage to do so despite what other people might think. So thank you, Sam. I always appreciate you. And Aaron, yes, working on the inner environment by dedicating my yoga practice to my higher power. Boom. Each pose and each breath is a dedication. It is a very powerful way of thinking while practicing yoga. Love this message. Namaste, sister. Oh, I love hearing that, Aaron. Absolutely. And what a beautiful process that you've already got going on. I salute you, my friend. That's so good. And and Jay was here before, was he, Sam? But with no sound, he left. Well, we were lucky for him to bless us with his presence. And Sam, yes, that's how my life changes, shifts, and transforms with change of environment. Absolutely, me too. Oh, I love a good shift in environment. And Gael, hello Vanessa. Yes, it is very valuable. That is why I choose to move in to Australia in September to change my environment. Boom. I absolutely love hearing that, Gail. That is so, so cool. I'm all for big moves and shifts around around the world. I lived in all around, traveling around Europe for 10 straight months, which was hugely transformational. I also lived in Thailand and Vietnam for nearly 5 months, and all sorts of stuff. So I completely resonate with making shifts and changes in your physical environment. Oh my God, really powerful. And Rocky, good to see you. And William, hello, live events are very powerful. Abso-freaking-lutely. My favorite way of developing myself. And Zook, I think that's how you say your name. When you feel so tired to exit bad environment around us, what can we do? Yeah, so you need to recognize the pattern. Like I said, the first step is, the foundational step is that self-awareness. Recognize where you are. What's this cycle? Oftentimes the cycle is it gets really painful and you get so burnt out emotionally that you just kind of succumb to the environment and you feel completely lethargic and you can't move and you just kind of give up in learned helplessness. And then, kind of gets okay for a while and then it gets really painful and you feel like you're going to make a shift and change and then you get burnt out. That might be the cycle. That's a very common cycle, one in which I've personally been involved with way too many times in my life. And so what I would say, you have to recognize that you are trapped in the same old pattern. You have to see that it's not getting any better. You have to admit and take responsibility for your inaction creating and sustaining the bad situation or environment that you're in. And you have to be willing to make a radical shift and take a courageous action, if I can speak properly, and so that you can break free of that same old cycle and reach for something more. And oftentimes what is going to help you the most is to create a vision. You need something that pulls you through, that reminds you of what you're losing and giving up by staying stuck and remaining the same. If you don't have a vision for things to be better, you're going to consistently recreate what you already know. So get a grander vision, recognize the pattern, have the courage to take that first action step. Hope that helps. And Maha, good morning to you. And Sam, I get suffocated staying in one environment for long. I love shakers and movers in my life. Me too, Sam. I am completely with you on that. It must be our love of variety in our 6 human needs. I know we're very much aligned there. And Bassam is here, and Joseph, and Victoria. My highest need is security. I'm wondering if too much physical change of environment might be too much for me. Yeah, so your highest need around that security, so that need for certainty, Victoria, because I know you're in the master classes, so you've already done all that amazing work with your 6 human needs and identifying the hierarchy of your 6 human needs. Any of you guys out there who are interested in something like this, you can get access to the training with that link up above. But Victoria, when we have that need for certainty, remember, part of the work is to identify your hierarchy, but as we know, when we are driven by certainty, that is that sense for security, for control, we are constantly in a battle. We are not living life fully. So part of the worksheet is to make some shifts and changes to a new empowered hierarchy. And I would absolutely say to you, Victoria, that anything that could kind of scare you a little bit would be a good idea to kind of test out a little bit. I love my very favorite quote, all-time favorite quote from Tony Robbins, which is, the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with. I would always challenge every human being, no matter how you are wired, to step outside of your comfort zone so that you can grow, evolve, create new neural pathways so that you can create different results, feel more empowered, expand your mind, all sorts of great things. But it might mean that you change your physical environment by maybe going to a different class, maybe making a change in your home environment. Whatever it is, make some shifts and changes. Don't get stuck in the norm. Go and try a new class. Go to a new, if you are into journaling and things like that, go and do it in a whole new environment. Go for a drive, change your physical environment. It doesn't have to be this drastic thing where you're just jumping on a plane and going somewhere where, you know, you get one of those mystery flights or something and you have no idea where the hell you're going to end up. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be that radical, but definitely make some shifts and changes in your physical environment is so powerful. And I would never hold back, but I love testing myself that way. But it always pays off for me. So I would challenge that belief that it might be too much for you and actually test yourself out. You might be very pleasantly surprised and build a whole lot of confidence and courage to see that you can handle it. So, yes, thank you so much, Sam. Yes, you did give me a call and I was like, why is Sam calling me? It's cutting off my screen. And then I realized why. Oh my gosh, that sunlight is killing me. And Victoria, I would definitely like to hear more about depression. Awesome, Victoria. I will link you guys up to a Facebook Live that I did on situational depression. I'll link it up after I get off today's live for you guys. And Shelley's here. Good to see you. And Ram, awesome. And Victoria, I agree. Knowing yourself makes a huge difference. Absolutely. It's foundational. You're never going to make a real change until you have that level of self-awareness. That is always step number one in any shift or change that you want to consciously design for yourself. You got to know where you are, then you got to go, where do I want to get to? And then you got to close the gap. It's as simple as that. But you can't close any gaps when you don't have the level of self-awareness as to where you really are. And that takes honesty, that takes courage, that takes work, you know, but it's so worth it. So I love that, Victoria, and I absolutely love having you in the masterclasses, and I can't wait for next week with everything they've got in store for you to take it next level. And Sam, what training are you going to? No masterclass tomorrow. What training am I going to? I'm just going to, I don't know what you meant. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, so what I was talking about in terms of the trainings that I've got coming up, I mapped out my whole calendar. I've got this like huge calendar. You won't be able to see anything on there, but just to show you how far in advance I'm planned out. And I noticed that I've got like all these trips. I'm off to Sydney, I'm up north, up into Albury. I'm doing all these different trips that are these personal development events. So I had to make a shift, and I've got the 8-week empowerment program about to launch soon in a couple of weeks. I'll let you guys know more details shortly. But mapping it all out, I had to make some shifts and changes so that all of our masterclasses and our group coaching were like not going to be challenged by that, so that we can remain consistent, because I don't want to be shifting and changing things for you guys all the time. So I had to do it this one time, and because I've had to make this shift, I've got a really special gift that I'm giving you guys. So all of you guys who are in the monthly masterclasses, you will have to check your emails tomorrow, because I've got an extra special thank you gift for being so flexible and allowing me to make that little change, because I hate making any shifts and changes. I like to be consistent and know that you guys can count on me. So special little bonus coming your way, and I can't wait to hear from you guys about loving it. Hopefully you love it. and Wyan's here, and Susan's here, and Mario. Yay, Vanessa, nice to see you again. You beautiful Aussie. I love it, Mario. So great that you could catch me live again. I love it. And Gael, you love the Aussie mindset. Boom, me too. And I love that. And Mohammed, there is a proverb said, tell me your friends, I tell you who you are. Yeah, also change bad friends with good. That called change friends environment. Absolutely, Mohammed. Yes, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. Absolutely. Really great way of looking at things, isn't it? So you've got to be careful about who we're surrounding ourselves with. And I hope you guys just joining like into a Facebook Live like we do every day. I hope that is empowering you in your shifting of environment, you know, to get hopefully a positive, empowering message that supports you on your journey. So love that, Mohammed. Thank you so much for sharing. And Mario, I'm in the process of doing this. I'm making changes in the way I do things. Boom. I love hearing that, Mario. And oh my gosh. Positive mind, positive actions, and positive results. Boom. Abso-freaking-lutely. You are so on point. And Mario, yes, I'm currently working on that. Boom, I love it. And Shelley, I like that. You have to look at what you are losing by staying stuck. Kapow. I love that resonated with you, Shelley, because sometimes, sorry, I'm just like trying to move out of that weird thing. Sometimes we stay stuck and we're not even conscious of the fact that we deep down, we know that if we get clearer on a vision, we're going to have to do something about it. You know, we're going to realize what it's actually costing us to stay the same. And that can be very scary for anybody who thinks they don't like change. And I would really empower any of you guys, if you're going to go through the placebo effect, please, with Dr. Joe Dispenza, get to the meditations. It's all about shifting every single day a limiting belief that has been blocking you. That could be a really great start to shift the kind of belief that you don't like change. I have a really strong belief within me that is I thrive in the uncertain. If I don't know, if it's unknown, I'm just going to absolutely thrive in it. And I really, truly believe that. And that's why I'm not scared of change. I love it. I welcome it. But most people, that's what keeps us stuck and limited. It's the fact that we don't want to change. But if we have clarity of vision about like something way better than what we're currently experiencing, we can see, hey, if I don't change, this is what it's costing me. And when your why is big enough, you know, anyhow can be manageable, whatever the saying is, but along those lines. And Alexandria, yay, great to see you, my beautiful spirit sister. And Amy's in the house. And Tony Robbins, a great coach, abso-freaking-lutely. I owe it to him so much of my, expansion. I wouldn't be here with you guys right now if I hadn't have been introduced to the work of Tony Robbins. And I'd hate to see where I'd be. I'd be very unhappy. I would not know who I am. I would be a lawyer, like pushing papers, and I would just not be at all in alignment with the truth of who I am. So, you know, it's I'm totally in agreement there, Thai. And Mario, I'm hoping to join your masterclass next week. I'm looking forward to working and learning from you, Vanessa. Mario, please do make sure that you register on the link above. And if you registered today, for all of you guys out there, you will get an email, a special email that I'm sending out to all of my beautiful current students. It's a special bonus gift that you guys are going to absolutely love. I hope. I love it, and I can't wait to give it to you. I've created especially for you, but you'll only get it if you sign up today because I'm sending the email out. It's going out tomorrow, and once it's out, it's done. So make sure that you are absolutely signing up. Today is the best day to sign up because we've also got the next training tomorrow. No, sorry, not tomorrow. That's the bonus tomorrow. Next week is the next training, and you'll also get access straight away to last month's training, all on the 6 human needs. It is powerful. So it's only going to get more and more value packed with all the months that go on because you're going to have a whole library of all these trainings that you can access and do amazing things with. So I love that, Mario, and I can't wait to meet you and go way deeper. And Victoria, yes, I'm always trying new things, but something big like Tony Robbins would be a bit much, at least until I get done with the masterclass. I love it, Victoria. We're all different. We all learn differently. I learn best in full immersion, experience, getting totally out of my comfort zone. And so that's what works for me. It's what works for a lot of other people. Some people work very differently, and some people need a bit more of that, say, certainty, and they want to edge their way up to that sort of thing. I'm all about having self-awareness and knowing that your decisions are coming from a place of love, not fear. And no matter what that looks like, as long as you're not like too scared and you're holding back from something that you actually know that could actually be very powerful, versus, this is the direction for you and this is what you want. And I love having you in the masterclasses, Victoria, so you could be doing both. Just saying. But absolutely hope that one day you absolutely do get yourself, particularly to Date with Destiny. I always recommend Date with Destiny, not really UPW, but I'm all about going big. And it's just such a better environment and better event. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. And Sam, I can see your friend Son is coming through to energize and amplify your beauty and enthusiasm. yeah, I don't know, it's kind of annoying, but we just can't help ourselves at this time of day. I just keep doing my lives now. And Gail, I really love your everyday life. Thank you, Gail. I'm so grateful to have you keep joining me. It always lights me up to see you guys coming back, and I get to know you a bit more. So I love that. And Mario, I'm still working on getting to know myself. I would love to work with you on that, my beautiful friend. Absolutely, Mario. That's what I specialize in, helping you to understand who you are, what you really want, and having the courage to go after it so you can truly live your most empowered life. So I can't wait to have that opportunity to go deeper on that with you, Mario. And Shelley, well, look at that calendar. I know. Oh my gosh, I'm not really a planner. Anybody who's been through my 8-week empowerment program, Sam, you absolutely know, and Alexandria, you know. I don't think we've got anybody else in the house right now. But you guys know that, the organization, planning week that we go through, it's been my Achilles heel. But when you get clarity of vision and you've got loads of exciting things coming up that you're creating, that you're going to get to experience, suddenly my plans have become really fun to do. And so wow, love your calendar, so organized, you rock. Thank you, Sam. Can't wait to see your surprise gift. So much love and gratitude in advance. Yes, I can't wait to share it with you, Sam, and all of you guys in the masterclasses. And like I said, if you want access to that gift, join today. We've got the training next week, but you'll get the special gift in the email tomorrow. So I can't wait to share it with you. And Jay's back in the house. I love it. And Shelley, you enliven my night and outlook. Each night you pop in with your bright light on Facebook Live. Thank you. Oh, Shelley, you've made my day. You're touching my heart with that. I'm super grateful to always see you joining me, and I'm so grateful to know that in some way I'm adding some light and value to your life at night. I like it. Thanks, Shelley. And yes, Tanya, certainty, very stuck. Yeah, absolutely. We can totally get stuck when we focus on trying to gain that certainty. And I know you know this inside out, Tanya, because you're not only part of the monthly masterclasses, but also the awesome group coaching. And it's such a pleasure. You are so beautiful. And love Sam, giving Jay some love, encouraging him back. And Gail, thank you for this new live. It is always valuable and makes me think about myself. Have to go see you tomorrow. Awesome, Gail. You're so welcome. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And Armin is here. And Sam, you would be high-notch attorney flying high. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate that. Yeah, maybe in that other life, maybe I would be. But I love life as it is. So thank you, Sam. And Tony's here. And Michelle. And Alexandra, absolutely spot on wisdom. I love that that is resonating. And you're loving the green today. Good. About to hit the gym. And Hosen, thank you so much for your compliments there. And Jamantis is here. Hello to you, my friend. And Tanya, sending some love back at you. And Sam, you rocked in 8 weeks empowerment program. It was best gift for my awakening, growth, empowerment, and inspired alignment into my greatness and limitless potential. And it was such a pleasure to have you on the team, Sam. And you continue to be on my team. I'm so grateful for you. And each and every one of you guys for joining me. And I can see Millie's just joined. I hope you catch the recording today, beautiful, and get a ton of value from today's message, all about making shifts in your environment so you can shift your results. It is powerful. So really hope that today's message has served you, resonated with you, empowered you, got you kind of enlivened to make a new shift and change and break through to a new level in your life. And as always, I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. But thank you so much for joining me. And all you guys who are already in the masterclasses, please look out to your email tomorrow. Special bonus gift. I'm so excited to give it to you. And hear from you, hear your feedback from it. And if you want access to it, now is the best time to join, because you get that special extra bonus in tomorrow's email. And also next week, we are going deep. I'm talking all things about harnessing the power of masculine and feminine energy for self-empowerment, authenticity, and attraction. I can't wait to share this topic with you. I am so pumped about it. And last little questions and comments. however you say your name. I love having you here. And Sam, how was the gym? Are your legs back to flow? Yeah, they're pretty sore from a couple of days ago when I did a leg session. I'm about to hit the gym now, do a bit of upper body. So yeah, no, not the level of pain of me walking around a foot shorter whenever that was, like last week or whenever it was. But yeah, I'll let you know. And Minaj, you're so welcome, my friend. And David, awesome to have you. I hope you catch the recording and get a ton of value from today's message. I'm signing off. I'm sending you all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow.